Have you ever met somebody that you immediately recognized how much you enjoyed them? Yes, I see that head nod there. Yeah, I know that you have. Just one of those people that radiates such joy and passion through their day-to-day living, but also their work, that it is contagious, that you are immediately taken by them. For me, there aren't like that many people. I like a lot of people. It's not to say that I don't, but people like this are special, are very special. And when you meet one, you know. And for me, I can say that without question, Iris Manus is one of those people. I don't feel entirely qualified to be speaking to the greatness and the achievements of Iris Manus, for I have known her not nearly as long as many people in this room. Indeed, there are some people who have no doubt been with her for much of her brilliant, long, very accomplished career. For say, people who have known her from way back. This is a little before my time. But when I met Iris, I knew exactly who she was. And this was in 2011, actually. I had been with the organization at that point maybe 4 or 5 years. And I believe I knew who you were. I knew the Manuses, I knew Alfred Music, of course. And that was the year that Morty Manus was actually honored with the MPA Lifetime Achievement Award. But it was immediately clear to me that Iris was someone that I wanted to know. In part, I knew we were going to get along. I remember this moment very clearly when Morty was getting his award. And if you don't recognize what's happening in this photo, it's this. And I was like, yes, correct. And then Iris just kept showing up to meetings. And every time I look forward, whether it's at an MPA function or another industry function, I know that we've crossed paths at like RPMDA, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know what else is going on, but I'm gonna find Iris. It's difficult to think about Iris without thinking of Morty. And perhaps you know their meet cute. Spoiler, if you don't know it, it involves music publishing. And that is that Iris's mother, Rose, worked as a bookkeeper for a little publisher called Alfred Music. The rest, as they say, is history. I'm pretty sure almost everyone in this room, if you know Iris, you know the story. So we all hear the saying that behind every good man stands a good woman. But what I invite us to think about today is that Iris was not a woman standing behind Morty. Iris was a woman standing with Morty. That the empire that they built it together. And no doubt that Alfred Music would not be what it is today without her hand in it. As we know today, Alfred is still very active, 150,000 active titles. Would you say, wow, yeah, that's a lot. And this also might be a very silly time to mention that I knew Alfred Publishing even before I worked for the MPA. And I dug it out. This is an Alfred Publications ukulele chord dictionary. It's covered with coffee and who knows what else. I've had it since college, I still use it. So again, when I had the chance to meet them and experience everything that I have come to know, it was such a deep honor. I lost my place in the card. Neither here nor there is actually my note here. Today we're not here to honor Alfred, but Iris and her contribution to music educators, students, and creators. It is my great privilege to present the MPA Lifetime Achievement Award to Iris Manus.
you up.
Oh.
Yeah. Good.
I really feel after such a speech, I should just say thank you and leave. That was, I don't cry easily, but that was so lovely. Thank you so much. I'm actually very nervous. Why is that? I usually love a microphone. I see a microphone and I go wild. But anxious now.
So we can see.
Thank you so much. That is one of my greatest accomplishments. Ron Manus.
Yay!
Hello to all of you, and thank you. This is quite a special moment for me. I'm honored, pleased, and very touched to receive the Music Publishers Association Lifetime Achievement Award. Earlier in my life, I thought winning this award was for people of a certain age, but clearly you can see a younger adult can do this, right? I thank the board, all the members, all my friends that came today, and everyone in the room for sharing this day with me. I'm not going to start with the day I was born or my early youth, because at my age we could be here to dinner for sure. So let me start when it all really began. When my husband Morty and I started in the early 50s, our main business was the accordion music. We really had two things. We had the Forsini accordion solos and the Palmer Hughes accordion course. Unfortunately, our accordion method was not paying the bills. Some weeks, and this is really true, we couldn't make payroll. Woody would open envelopes on Friday and say, please God, let there be a check in here because we do have to pay. And we only had a few people working at that time. We knew we had to grow and change. We wouldn't only be with accordion. In 1956, 60 million people tuned in to watch the Ed Sullivan Show on TV, to see a gyrating gentleman perform. Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, and others were becoming big names. A friend and author, Alfred Doberge, and Morty started writing Alfred's Basic Guitar Method. It became a very successful series, and we were on our way. Together, as Brittain even said, always together, we started publishing some piano books, band method books, band books for the school market. This took years, and in that time, I remember very vividly talks about school budget cuts. Yes, even then we worried about the schools, and it continues to this day. How many remember the Xerox photocopying machine? We were all very concerned that would mark the end of the business. And then came the dreaded fax machine. There was the flexi disc, or sound sheet, which was introduced in the mid-60s, which we put in some music books, and then replaced those with cassettes, CDs. That is now being replaced by online access codes. I don't even know what that is. It seemed like there was always something to worry about. The digital age, the banks, the computers. Oh my goodness. Think about the early days of the computers. Nothing seemed to go right. It was costly, again, the banks. Time-consuming and scary, but we will manage. It wasn't easy, and there were times when we felt up against it, but we adapted. Everyone talks about work-life balance. And Morty and I were blessed to have those two worlds coexist beautifully and centered around music. Some of our dearest friends are our dealers, our authors, piano teachers, band directors, our industry partners, and yes, even our competitors. Sure, we made some mistakes along the way, mostly because in the beginning we had absolutely no idea of what we were doing. But we always strived to do our best, to do what was right, and that never steered us wrong. You may have noticed throughout this talk, it was mostly we, not I. And that's because Morty and I were a team. We spent most of our days and nights together, and we were so lucky we enjoyed it all. We did it together, and sorry, Frank, we did it our way. So thank you, Morty, and thank you all for this wonderful, wonderful honor. That's it.